Hi, this is Angel back again, bringing you another video. Today I'm going to show you my latest vinyl finds. Plus, I'm going to give you some updates of a new um, hard rock, hair metal, heavy metal albums that are getting reissues in the next year. The first 3 months of 2025. I am so stoked that some of those are huge grails, and thankfully they're getting reissues, proper official reissues. So the first one that is on my list that is getting reissued is Testaments Practice What You Preach. We all know that's one of the best Testaments albums. It's my favorite Testament album. I got introduced to the band via that album, and finally it's getting reissued from Nuclear Blast, and it's gonna be on color vinyl, and it's coming out on January 24th. And cannot wait for that. I already pre-ordered it. Still trying to get an OG copy. Would love to have that. Next on my list that is coming out in February 7th to be exact, is Wild Side from another awesome underrated band from the early 90s. I recently acquired a unofficial pressing that came out a few weeks ago. It is a 2 LP set, but this is gonna be the official reissue is gonna be on 1 LP set. So, but still, is so happy that that's getting a official reissue. Many of us in here in the VC, like Aaron, JC, it was one of our grails, and thankfully we're gonna get an official pressing. Like I said, it's gonna be coming out from Real Gun Music on February 7th of 2025. Next on my list is another one that I do own an OG pressing, but it's a Korean pressing, and it's finally getting a reissue. My only concern about this reissue is that it's similar, or you could say exactly, as the Korean pressing. And what I mean is that it's missing one song. I don't know why it got censored out from the Korean pressing, and I do not understand why it's not also included on this reissue. And I'm talking about Steelheart's debut album. It's coming out on March 28th. I also pre-ordered it because, like I said, it's an official reissue. I have, like I said, I have an OG pressing, but it's missing the song "Down and Dirty." I think the name of the song is the last song from side B, and that song got censored out. I don't know why. And I thought that the new reissue was gonna be complete, just like the US pressing that has that song. But sadly, no. I just checked the track list the other day, and it's also missing that song. I really don't know why. I would like to know why. But at least we're gonna get an official reissue. It's another album that has unofficial pressings out in the wild, you could say. Okay, and last but not least, another one that is on my grail list that is also getting a reissue by Friday Music on March 14 is Kicks Hot Wire. It's going to be also in a colored vinyl. And I cannot wait for that one. Still trying to look for an OG copy of it, but thankfully, this is another great album from Kicks. A lot of people like myself enjoy Blow My Fuse, but this was another awesome album. Like I said, Kicks Hot Wire, releasing by Friday Music on March 14. Okay, this is just thanks. I'm so thankful that we're getting all these awesome reissues at the beginning of 2025, and I just wish that many more will come down the road in 2025. Many more awesome albums that really need reissues, and I cannot wait to see what else is coming down the road. So, okay, now I'm going to show you my latest vinyl finds. These are some stuff that I got the past few weeks. First, I'm going to show you an album that I recently got. I already have another pressing, but it's from Venezuela, and then that one is a gatefold. But I wanted to have the original US pressing, and I finally found it on eBay from a seller from Puerto Rico. That's where I'm from. And the reason I got this again, like I said, this is the original one that I had when it came out back in 1982. And this album is so nostalgic for me. Has so many memories. It was my first music purchase, and my first introduction to many awesome rock bands from the 80s. I mostly listen to everything from the radio. Never owned a piece of music, physical media in my hands. I remember having this in cassette, and for the first time now I have it on vinyl. Always wanted to have a vinyl. Like I said, I already have it, the Venezuelan pressing, but this is the original U.S. pressing that was released in Puerto Rico, and it is Llena tu cabeza de rock. It says fill your head with rock, and I really enjoy this comp. It has great track lists from Men at Work, Billy Idol, Toto, Journey, Santana, Nina Hagen, Adam Ant, Aisha, After the Fire, Shaking Stevens, Saga, Judas Priest, R.E.O. Speedwagon, and Loverboy. Those are the bands that are in this, and artists that is in this comp. They were huge back in 1982, and these are one of their best songs. I remember playing this so many times, and on my Sony Walkman. Oh, it was awesome. So yeah, brings some great memories. So you could say this is like a nostalgia album for me. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm so happy I found an original US pressing. Usually those albums are pretty beat up when you find them in the wild. Okay, this one is an record store day Black Friday purchase. The only album that I really wanted, and I thankfully found one of my local record shops. I have a few local record shops. I did not attend to this Black Friday, but I always tend to find them afterwards, even though they sell out many places. But usually I've seen that record stores get restocks of these Black Friday stuff, because they usually get delayed. They don't get their full stock. Then they get the rest of their orders later after Black Friday. That is so freaking sad, and you know, these people that have to be online waiting for that record that they want, and the store only have like 1 or 2 copies. But it's not the store's fault. It's because sometimes UPS or wherever delivers their stuff does not deliver the complete order. And not only the mail carriers, also these distributors, they don't, I don't know, something that happens. But thankfully one of my local record shops had a copy, because they received this later after record store day. So I'm talking about the Ramones. This is their greatest hits, first time on vinyl, and this is on red translucent vinyl. So I'm so happy. I have this one on CD, and I always wanted to have this one on vinyl. So yeah, so this was, like I said, was my really purchase that I really wanted from record store Black Friday. Okay, next I want to show you some unofficial presents that just got released. These just got released this week. Some of them already got released like a few weeks ago. This one is Rat Collage. I'm happy I have this one on vinyl. This is one of those albums that I hardly listen to. This is an album from this is from 1997. So that time I hardly listened to any more of this type of hard rock, hair metal, because grunge was the stuff that was everywhere, and other alternative music, and all these bands, well, they were dying off, sadly, you know. But yeah, thank God I have Rat Collage and vinyl. Next is another one that also, I have this one on CD, and it's Roxy Blue. One Song, another one that is for me underrated from the early 90s. And I'm so happy I have it on vinyl also. You can find OG copies for this, but it's very hard to get. But anyway, I'm so glad I have this one on vinyl. This is a 12p pressing. Next is another one that's never been on vinyl, and I don't know if it's going to be on vinyl. I do own a VHS, and I do own a DVD. And I remember watching this for the first time. I rented this video cassette back in the day. One of my local video stores. And I'm talking about Van Halen, Life Without a Net. pretty awesome concert that was recorded in New Haven, Connecticut. I used to live in Connecticut. Back in the late 90s, I lived in Connecticut. I live in Hartford, Connecticut. My cousin used to live in New Haven. So it's a great album. And I listened to it. It sounds super awesome. So yeah, Van Halen Live Without a Net. Great concert. Next, I'm going to show you two Japanese presents that I got. I'm on a Japanese present binge these past few weeks and months, you could say. Trying to find those favorite albums of mine on Japanese pressings. And this one, I really wanted to get in Japanese pressing. I already own so many copies of this, different kind of pressings. I also own it on cassette and CDs. But I really wanted a Japanese pressing. And I heard, that is, Japanese pressing also has a master sound. Master sound is a pressing that they're like audiophile, similar to MoFi, but Japanese. They call them master sounds. That one's more expensive. So I'm on the hunt for that one, so I can have the complete, you say, set of all the pressings that this album came out of. I'm talking about Steve Perry Street Talk. And I talked many times about this album. This album is so dear to my heart. It was my mom's favorite album. It was our first CD purchase that she got when we had our first CD player back in the late 80s. And the first album she ever bought to test out that CD player in our home was this album, plus Journey's Greatest Hits. And thankfully I found a nice minty Japanese pressing, and it is complete. It has the stickers, you can see right there. Mostly I seen that the stickers are always missing on this Japanese pressing, but it's complete. I am so freaking happy. I'm so stoked that I have one. Like I said, they also have a master sound. I'm trying to get that one. It's more expensive, but I will get it eventually. So like I said, I already have a US pressing. They also reissued this as a 180 gram audiophile pressing from RTI. And I also have the CD, Rock Candy CD, just reissued this one. I'm still on the hunt for that one. I'm going to get it pretty soon. Like I said, Rock Candy CD just reissued this one also. I'm definitely going to get that one. I have to place an order for it. And I have the original US CD pressing and cassette. Oh yeah, so stoked. I really love that album and brings so much memories from my mom. She used to love that album, especially the song "Oh Sherry." Wow. And last but not least, another awesome album that is my top 5 albums from this band. I do own an original US pressing of it, but I saw this one Japanese pressing. And I'll talk about Triumph's Surveillance. And I really love this album. This album came out, I think, in 1986-87. And that was my favorite years of music. I was so into music. Hair metal, glam, heavy metal, hard rock. 86-87 were my top years, my peak years, you could say. Listening to all this great stuff and all this awesome music that was coming out. And I'm so happy I have this one. Triumph Surveillance, like I said, one of my top 5 favorite Triumph albums. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you like what I got. I hope you guys get those pre-orders for the albums that I mentioned. And I wish you guys happy holidays. And I think I'll see you next time. Like I said, I still want to do my top favorite albums from 2024. I still have that one. I'm going to do it pretty soon. So stay tuned for that video. But yeah, like I always say, rock on. Love you guys and happy holidays. Bye.